Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Governor Seyi Makinde orders civil servants on GL13 and above to resume work on Monday. God bless you, Seyi Makinde, one of the few good governors that is still left in Nigeria. You know, personally, this is my opinion. I don't know them. I've never seen them. There are two governors now, that are, because of this lockdown thing, I'm beginning to like the steps and the bold steps they are taking. Two governors, precisely. One is Wiki of Wike of River State. That governor does not take rubbish from the federal government and is not doing yes sir, yes sir. Governor Wike of River State. And the second governor now is Governor Seyi Makinde. These governors understand that people are suffering. Another governor is Obaseki, who did partial lockdown, not total lockdown. Partial lockdown, but let people go back to work. But I understand that they are trying to curtail coronavirus. So these are people that care for their people. Anyway, let's go to the news. Governor Seyi Makinde orders civil servants on GL13 and above to resume work on Monday. Governor Seyi Makinde has directed state civil and public servants on grade level 13 and above to resume their respective duty posts on Monday, April the 27th. Makinde gave the directives on Saturday while briefing newsmen the outcome of the state of COVID-19 to the task force meeting at the government house in Ibadan. He stated that certain guidelines would be put in place to prevent the spread of coronavirus at the secretariat, saying there will be new security measures in place, including having only one gate to serve as entrance and another as exit in the secretariat, while other gates will be closed so that there will be screening at the gates. The governor further directed that all meetings would be held online, that no visitors will be allowed into the secretariat except absolutely necessary. Hand washing facilities will be located at every strategic location within the secretariat. Also, 100 ml sanitizers and face masks will be given to each officers. But no canteen within the secretariat will be allowed to reopen now. So officers are encouraged to bring their own food from home for lunch, he stated. Makinde also announced relaxation of the existing curfew in the state from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. instead of 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. God bless you. People, they suffer. Thank you for understanding. He noted that the curfew relaxation was to accommodate farmers in the current planting season, saying that farmers, see, very reasonable thinking, God bless you. We are being sensitized on how they will stay safe at the farm during this period. On whether markets will be reopened, the governor said COVID-19 compliance guidelines will be provided for markets, including hand washing, wearing of face masks, and that only markets which meet up with the guidelines will be allowed to reopen for economic activities. On efforts to curtail COVID-19, Governor Seyi Makinde commended the Minister of Health, Dr. Osagi, for the work the ministry is doing at the national level to fight coronavirus pandemic. According to him, the Federal Ministry of Health is decentralizing information on current treatment and what should be done to prevent the spread. Based on this, the Chief Medical Director of the University College Hospital Ibadan will be working with the Commissioner for Health in Oyo State to set up a 5-member accreditation team, he said. He added that the UCH would also provide an individual that would join the task force team. He further disclosed that COVID-19 patients at Reco Isolation Center will be moved to the Infected Disease Center at Ologo in Ibadan so as to allow government upgrade the facilities in the isolation centers. On distribution of palliative measures, Seyi said that 30,000 households identified as the poorest of the state will get supply of relief materials. He also said that 30,000 targeted vulnerable households will benefit from the palliative. The governor also announced that 1 million face masks provided by the state government would be ready on Sunday and will be distributed to market men and women and people, civil servants, and all who will need a face mask to carry out their duty. God go bless you, Seyi Makinde, for thinking about the common man, because people not fit go market, especially now that planting season has come. What do you want government? What do you want them to do? Planting season has come. No, they're not going to plant for the next season. So, I mean, for thinking ahead and for allowing people to be able to go back to their, their lives, gradually normalcy will begin. COVID-19 is real, and thank God that God is helping us. Gradually, the cure will be found. But me, I don't support the place of total lockdown, because the truth is, all die and I die. Who man go fall on top his head and die? Who get accident die? Who sleep for bed he die? All die, not die. What I'm trying to say here is that we have to be wise to be able to make sure that we do what we are supposed to do. Social distancing and wearing of your face mask is very important, and washing your hands, hand sanitizers, and the rest. Anyway, Seyi Makinde has employed his people for your state to go back to work. He has encouraged them to go back to work, and these are some of the reasons he has said they should go back to work so that normalcy can reduce. And he has even gone ahead to reduce the whole dramatic lockdown. Thank God for them. State like a state is within a period. So before 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. But now he has done it from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. so that people can begin life gradually. Life can begin. Farmers can go to work. My people, now this matter with the ground be this. So now waiting the ground be this. Say, Seyi Makinde. Not forget now, Seyi Makinde still reject the thing when Buhari send come. Apparently, none of those rights they say they give. Those rights has been infected. They've all been moody. Covered in weevils. This rights that they tell you about. So now rights will be say they don't seize on top high sea for years. They don't hold down. Custom don't hold this rights. They hold. All of a sudden, they wake us now. This rights they won't give human being made and chop, because coronavirus going to make people chop the rice. Is this fair? You don't chop them. You Buhari yourself, you don't chop them. You and your children. The children will carry go abroad now. Don't chop the rice. But you say make the common man on the streets chop the rice. Yeah? Make them chop the rice so that they go die. Abi? Well, Seyi Makinde did not just receive the rice hook, line, and sinker. What he did was that he made sure that the rice was inspected. And before he went ahead to make this announcement, they said they carried out several inspections on the rice. APC in the state started saying it's political. Political for 1,800 bags of rice. What did he want to do? He only go chop them. But he said this rice was infected. He did not just carry out this himself. He carried it out with the help of the expert to look at it and say, what is going on here? What kind of rice is this? They looked at it, they carried out the investigation and found out the rice was infected. So they said, you know what? No more. Let's take this rice away. If the government have another rice to give to us, all fair and good. But for now, this rice not be the rice. That was the thing he said. Say, no, this rice not be the rice. This rice will keep people. That was what he said. And they refused to disburse the rice. Rather, they are destroying it. Because that was what the custom officer initially said. He went ahead and declared that the rice that the federal government was given initially before lockdown, he said the people should not buy the rice. Why they seized the rice? That the rice has been on the high sea for a long time. That while Nigerians eating infected rice, they should eat our own local produced rice. And he encouraged Nigerians and told Nigerians the truth. But guess what? When the chips are down, you will hear the truth. When the chips are really down, you will hear the truth. You see? So from the same rice was polluted again. They give the same rice to people, giving people eat. How do you reconcile that? Thank God for Seyi Makinde who really carried out investigation and found out that my brother, this rice was infected. In fact, it's not good for consumption. He said, we know if he can't solve one problem by causing another one. That was what he said. You can refer to our former news yesterday and see for yourself. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you out there listening to our news. God will bless and reward you. Don't forget to thumbs up for us, like and share. Subscribe if you have not, so you can keep you informed and you can get all our latest news. I'm here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. You have a voice, please use it. Don't forget. you can look after somebody and put a smile on somebody's face. You can't do that today. Please put a smile on somebody's face. Share, give somebody food, help somebody. God will bless and reward you. Bye for now. Have a lovely day.